Hey everybody, welcome back. March 7th, National Cereal Day. What to do for Cereal Day? Well, we're going to try a couple new things today. I've had this cookbook for a while now, and I've never really jumped in and done a bunch of stuff in it. For those of you familiar, Christina Tosi is one of the judges on MasterChef. She's that baker extraordinaire. She has this place in the city called Momofuku Milk Bar, and she came out with a cookbook. So today, some of the things that she's done in her cookbook is she makes stuff with cereal milk, which basically what she does is infuses the flavor of cereal into her milk and then uses the milk to make desserts. That's what we're going to try today. Never tried this one. It's kind of cool. So we're going to do that first. It's a two-parter today. We're going to do that first part to make our cereal milk, and then with our cereal milk we're going to do something we've never done before either, which is Panna Cotta, which I've always enjoyed when I go out to eat, a nice custard. And we're going to make that today with the cereal milk. So this is going to be interesting to see how this turns out. Just something different kind of take on cereal day rather than just sitting here eating a bowl of cereal. Alrighty? So we got a bunch of stuff, and it's not really much. It's like maybe 6 ingredients tops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients, and we got our panna cotta. Alrighty? See you in a few, and I'll show you what you need. Okay, for our cereal milk today, we need 2 3/4 cups of plain corn flakes, 3 3/4 cups of cold whole milk. We need 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, tightly packed, and we need 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. Okay, first things first. To make your cereal milk first, what you do is you take a baking sheet with some parchment paper, dump out your corn flakes. We've already done this step, I'm just explaining to you what you're going to do. Dump out your corn flakes on your parchment paper. Put this in a 300-degree oven for about 15 minutes just to toast the corn flakes. Supposedly it brings out more of the flavor of the corn flakes, because you're going to now steep the corn flakes. It's completely cooled down. You don't put them in hot. You leave them cold. You're going to take a big bowl and your corn flakes, like you're making yourself a big bowl of cereal, and you're just going to put them all in the bowl. Okay, so you put in a big bowl, put your toasted corn flakes, and then just take all your milk. Like I said, like you're having a big bowl of cereal. Okay. And you're just going to vigorously stir this. Okay. Mix that together. And then all you're going to do is let this sit 20 minutes. I know, weird, right? Okay, so there's our infused milk, 20 minutes. Now what you're going to do is put this through a strainer to get just the milk, okay? I'm going to strain that pretty good. And you're also going to make sure you press down to get as much of the milk out of it as you can. Okay? Alright, and then you just toss your cornflakes after you've strained it out, okay? So there's our milk, or steeped milk, and now you're going to add your brown sugar and your salt to this. Just whisk it together, okay? Until the sugar's all dissolved into your milk. Smells like cornflake milk. So I guess that's what it's supposed to taste like, okay? Guess it's just going to give this panna cotta a real corn flake kind of flavor. I don't know. Never done this before, so we'll see. But that's it, okay? There is our cereal milk. And now we're going to use this to make our panna cotta. Alrighty, so let me show you what you need next for the panna cotta stage, and let's get started. Okay, for our panna cotta today, we need 3/4 of a teaspoon of gelatin. We need 1 1/4 cup of cereal milk, 1 1/2 tablespoons of tightly packed brown sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. What we're going to do now is take our gelatin and about 2 tablespoons of cold water, and we're just going to sprinkle our gelatin. Don't just dump it on there on top of this water. Just sprinkle it so it kind of has a chance to spread out. You don't want just a big clump of gelatin. Okay, because what we're doing is we're blooming our gelatin, so that way when we add it to our milk, that's what gives you that nice gelatin factor there, and stiffens it up into a custard. Okay, so there's our gelatin blooming. Now while that's doing that, we're going to take a little bit of our cereal milk and we're just going to warm this up a little bit, just a little bit, very low simmer, just to warm it up, because once our gelatin is bloomed, about 2 minutes, we're going to take it out and put it into our cereal milk until it dissolves, and whisk it until it dissolves. Alrighty? Like I said, just heat up a little bit of your cereal milk, okay, so it's hot, not boiling and rapid, but just so the thing is hot itself. Take your gelatin now, and you're going to whisk that into your little bit of hot milk here to dissolve it. Okay, once it's bloomed. Okay, then you're going to add. You're off the heat now, by the way. Once you add the gelatin, take it off the heat and add the gelatin. Then you're going to add the rest of your cereal milk. Okay, and your sugar and your salt again, just like you did when you made the milk to start. Okay. Okay, so you just want to gently mix all that together. You don't want to whip it too hard and get too much air in it. Okay, and that's it. And then we're going to pour it into these dishes here. These little custard cups. They're also the cups I use when I use all my ingredients. I'm sure you've seen them a million times. Okay, and as even as possible. And that's it. Cereal milk panna cotta. We just got to put it in the fridge now for a couple hours. It's going to turn into that custard that we're looking for. We're going to top it with some blueberries and see what we got. Alrighty, see you in a couple hours. Okay, so it's been a couple hours. There is our panna cotta. I'm hoping it's chilled enough. It kind of looks like it is. I mean, I'm going to try to invert this onto a plate. That's why I'm just kind of loosening around the edges here. Never made panna cotta before. I've had it before, but I've never made it. So I don't know if we'll see when I flip this, I guess. Yeah, I get it's kind of flat. I was hoping it would hold the shape more, but yeah, I mean, I guess that's panna cotta, right? Okay. Maybe my gelatin didn't bloom enough. I don't know. I have some blueberries here too, so I'm just going to put a couple blueberries on top. Okay, so we'll try the panna cotta by itself just to get the taste of that first. I mean, it looks kind of right. And it tastes like cornflake cereal. No, it's got a sweet corn flavor, that corn kind of flavor. It's interesting. Good with the blueberry. Yeah. It works. A nice cereal milk panna cotta. Alright. Well, thank you, Christina Tosi, for giving us the recipe for this. I'll have to try her place in the city one of these days and try her creations and see how they are. But I liked it. Something different. It's definitely worth trying. It was pretty easy. I mean, you saw it's like 5 or 6 ingredients. Different. Alrighty. Happy cereal day, everybody. Either get yourself a bowl of cereal or make some cereal milk panna cotta. See you tomorrow.